Hi everyone, it's
Hello.
Peter and Eddie in part 4 of this project. If you haven't seen the previous ones, then please go to playlist, or you can also go to the description of this video and then you can click on the playlist, you can see the previous ones, you can see what this project is about, because we are taking this one now pretty seriously. Right?
Hopefully we can keep up. Yep.
We can keep up because it's a lot of work, we have many other projects and all the usual to edit all these videos for you guys, but in this one you can see the soundproofing part of this video where we will stuff this car with
Make it
quiet.
very quiet, yeah.
Well, hopefully our plan is going to work out, because possibly actually in part 5 we will have to take the car out to the road and measure it.
Is it gonna be? There's a lot of work till then. We have to put the panels back in, cabling, we have,
But
we'll see.
in one of the parts, if you haven't mentioned it in the previous videos yet, this car is going to go back onto the road after all the treatment, and then you
measure
will
it
see
again.
the measurements and the differences compared from the beginning.
I think the overall noise in the video is gonna be enough to get an idea.
Even from the recording, people will be able to tell, but it's always nice to see actual data and measurements. So let's do it. You can see what soundproofing we put into this one now. So Eddie cut a template from cardboard to see how we can get in that cavity, and it's not easy, especially with this mass-loaded vinyl, because it's quite a structure with the mass-loaded vinyl in the middle and a foam each side, and it also has an aluminium foil for heat resistance, so it will keep the car even cooler.
Or hotter.
Hot, exactly. But this way we can put it in 2 pieces, and we will have to seal the gaps and the joints with aluminium tape. But it goes quite far down, even below the line that you can see.
And that's why I didn't put it on the time lapse.
There's a lot of faff. Well, we started a time lapse so people can see when I'm shooting this footage with the phone as well. But yeah, it's quite tricky. So that goes in. The foam is against the deadening, so there's no hard surface against hard surface. That isolates the mass-loaded vinyl, and then the mass-loaded vinyl is the bit that really cuts the noise. In an ideal world, if you could use mass-loaded vinyl on the whole floor of the car, that would be wicked, but it's quite difficult to work with because it's not flexible, and where you have ridges and shapes, then it doesn't want to lay down properly. But basically that mass-loaded vinyl is the same stuff you normally see they use on the firewall, or in better cars they also have a thin layer of that integrated into the floor carpet. Not in this car, but normally in new cars, especially in German cars, they always have that layer on the floor and on the firewall. And I've seen in America now, Nick at Apicella Autosound, they have their own Resonix products, and they are planning to bring out something genuinely cool with LED sheet integrated into the foam. So yeah, it's in, and now we can seal the joints all around and between, and then we fill the whole cavity with foam everywhere. It's not particularly a loud engine. It's a 1.6 naturally aspirated petrol, but if you want to minimize the engine noise, there's a fair amount that comes through the bonnet from the front too. So this hood liner can do a bit of a treatment to minimize the noise. It's a very thick foam with good self-adhesion, and then you have this protective layer against, I guess, all the oily crap and all that.
It's gonna keep the horses under the hood.
Exactly, all the 125 horses stay there. So that part is easy and it's inexpensive. Then we showed what we were doing on the floor earlier. The only thing we did, the structured mass-loaded vinyl we added small pieces into the corners that we also stubbed with foam before, and the roof. So the roof was also lined with the absorber, the 15mm absorber. So when the headliner goes back, it's also going to isolate it as such, so it won't be pushed against hard surface, except where you see the cross braces where we will have to glue
Yeah, that's how it was
the
from
headliner back.
factory.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll put it back as
yeah,
it was.
they could see it from the stripping video
Yeah.
in part 2. So that's done as well. It should be definitely quieter in rain.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and overall, you know, when bass starts to flex the car, that roof is not going to move now. Not even anything close to what it would have without the treatment. But other than that, now this car is ready. Deadening, soundproofing. Yes, there's always more you could do. You could go over the top, but I think this is way beyond what most people would do anyway. So we just call it. You can find everything we've used in this car in description, or the links to it that we've showed during the process. And hopefully we can see you in the next one. Please go to the playlists, because if you haven't seen the previous one, then you see the link to this build. You can see everything in there as well. Going to say something? Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. It's another long video. So
Can't wait to jump back.
and what? Test it on the road.
Yes.
Yes, we have to definitely test it, and we will make sure that you will see the footage the way we measured the road noise, not like how we lost it in part 1. So this is it for this one, and hopefully we see you in the next one. Take care.